The Kingdom tent comes in a backpack that you can easily carry to your campsite. Within the backpack, you'll find external pockets with guylines and stakes. Inside the main compartment, you will find the tent fly, the Rainfly, and the tent itself, and 3 poles, which are bungee connected aluminum poles. All 5 items shown there. We invested in the optional footprint tarp and additional stakes and reflective guylines. Put out the footprint and notice where the orange straps are relative to the black, and then put out your tent so that your orange corners on the tent match the orange corners on the footprint. Assemble the 2 poles that have cross junctures and put 1 cross juncture over each end of the tent. You will find that the center ends of these 2 poles are designated by 3 orange stripes. You're going to connect these 2 poles, but you're going to do it through a hoop that is formed by the orange fabric at the ceiling of the tent. Make sure you go through that hole. Now move along the long axis of the tent, connecting the tent to the long pole that you just created using these black clips. In this video, you will see us connect 4 clips along this pole. There are more clips than that, and like us, you may overlook them underneath some of the fabric, but you can just connect them later if you miss them on this first pass. Now do a similar process off the side poles that come out of each of the cross junctures. You're going to put the black clips on the side poles. And again, in this video, we may not actually be clipping all the clips. We may have overlooked a couple of them. So just check under the fabric folds to make sure that you get all the clips. And you're going to do this on one side of the tent, one end of the tent, for both side poles. And then you're going to go to the other end of the tent and repeat the process. Next, you're going to assemble the third and final pole and place it on the ground pointed towards your tent, perpendicular to the other main pole. And then you're going to slide that pole through the orange sleeve that is at the crest of the center of the tent, taking care to go over top of the other main pole. It looks like that when you've gone through. Then you're going to clip the clips from the tent to the pole on each side of the tent. And again, go under the folds to make sure you find all the clips. Note that you don't need to be concerned with the cylinder of aluminum that is on the main straight pole. That is just a repair cylinder in case a pole snaps, and you can put 2 ends together using that. Now bend one of the cross poles into an arch and place the ends of that pole into the grommet at each corner of the tent. You can go through either grommet, and if you have the footprint, you have to go through that grommet as well. Repeat the process for the other end of the tent. If you overlooked any clips during earlier steps, attach them to poles now. Bend the center pole into an arch and place the ends through the tent grommets. If you have the footprint, you'll go through that grommet as well. Here we're doing the other side of the center pole. Now it's looking like a tent. Find the pocket under the Velcro at each end of the tent and place the centerline pole into that pocket on each end. If you don't need the Rainfly, your tent is complete. Stake it down. When you pull out your Rainfly, be sure to notice which corners have orange straps and which have black straps. You'll need to coordinate those to the corresponding corners on your tent. Here we've laid the Rainfly out in the same orientation as the tent. At each end of your Rainfly, find the long Velcro strap. One strap may be underneath the vestibule. Then pull your Rainfly over the top of the tent and attach each end to the corresponding Velcro on the ends of the tent. Now use the Velcro tabs on the Rainfly to attach it to each pole at every corner. You'll have to do this on all four corners of the tent. Now find a strap at the corner of the Rainfly and attach the grommet to the pole on that corner. Once attached, you will pull the D-ring to tighten the Rainfly. You will do this process on all four corners. Use 2 stakes to stake out the vestibule and use the orange straps to tighten. Users recommend using all 8 included stakes to stake down the tent and the vestibule. Although the Rainfly has additional attachment points for guylines, 3 on each side, and the guylines are included, additional stakes are not included. Users recommend purchasing 6 additional stakes. The Rainfly can be adjusted in a number of ways. Here's one example where it's been rolled back off the screen porch area using that second loop we saw in the previous footage. Here's the tent with a few guy lines attached.